I was 31 years old, had just turned 31, and then I was diagnosed with Crohn's.
Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
And so you were just recently diagnosed just a few months ago.
Yeah, really relatively in September of 2021 is when I was officially diagnosed.
And so,
It was almost frustrating at times too, because I went from like a Western medical doctor who said, here's a disease. I took all these tests, didn't flag properly until I got a colonoscopy. And then I go to a naturopath and I did a GI map and found all these root issues that were going on. But it was still that point where they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to help me any further. And there was just another roadblock. So it's like, okay, I've discovered this disease. I've discovered I have Crohn's. And then I seek out another naturopath and, they say, hey, we can do something for you, but we just don't know what to do. And
they don't specialize.
They didn't specialize in, and that's when I knew, and I was talking to them, that it's like, okay, you've taken me as far as I can go, and now I need to find something differently. I need to find somebody else that can, really help me evolve into a healthier person. I had lost almost 40 pounds in weight. And it was one of those things where, you don't really notice it right away. And then my partner was like, hey, like you're sick. Like there's something really wrong. I had night sweats. I would wake up in a pool of my own sweat.
Yeah.
I was getting cold sores like on and off a lot. If I got sick, I'd get sick really bad. I was having upwards of 15 bowel movements a day. Tons of blood. I found out that I had, a level of over 3,000 for calprotectin. My body was just in a chronic state of inflammation. Tons of undigested food. I would try to eat steamed kale, and it would just never break down and just pass right through me. And I was starting to become anemic, and I just was becoming malnourished.
What are your symptoms now?
Like polar opposite. They're like it's like if I was talking to myself like 5 months ago,
yeah,
I honestly wouldn't believe where I'm at today from where I was back then.
Wow.
It's been life-changing.
How many bowel movements a day?
1 to 2.
Are you having any blood?
0 blood.
Any mucus, urgency, diarrhea?
0.
Are you having any undigested food in the stool?
None.
How much weight have you gained back?
All of it.
All of it. It's like 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah.
You have good energy?
Amazing. Yeah.
Are you on any medications?
0 medications.
And did you do all this from home, naturally?
Yeah, all of it from home. Yeah. All through the program. Absolutely.
Wow, congratulations. And I want to say this to everyone because this is an important key. You only joined the program about 2.5-3 months ago.
Yeah, it was not that long ago.
So this is not like, and one of the things about your case is it's like this hasn't marinated over a year or 2 years, but just to come in and be able to join the program and get such massive results, I just think it's worth talking about today with everyone else. I mean, so quickly, and this is crazy. How quickly did you start seeing results when you joined? And you started implementing the strategies we went over?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like almost right away. Within a couple of days to a week, it was like I started to see massive significant changes with urgency, bloating. The S.H.I.E.L.D program itself, I think has really given me the ability to take control of my own health, and be like, I'm sure we've said it before, but like, your own best doctor. And like I literally am my own best doctor. I'm able to understand, GI map results and how I can control those and how I can improve. Or if I go out with friends to a restaurant, I'm making, subconscious decisions on the food that I'm going to enjoy, and not have these big spikes in, inflammatory responses. So,
Curt, let me ask you this. Do you feel like you have to be on a strict diet to continue with your success and go through life and continue to be symptom-free?
I don't even think that word's like in my vocabulary anymore. I've grown up like I did vegetarian for, 3 or 4 years. I've done paleo. I've tried different diets, and like, this is just my life now. Like and I think I've said this before to other friends, but like to me, every meal, whether it's elemental shake or a whole food meal, and if it's vegan or if it's vegetarian, like these are all my celebration meals. And I wake up in the morning and I'm excited to get my supplements and get my probiotics and get my shakes in, and that's me healing as I move forward. Armand he's the best, honestly. Like I don't think without him I would have been nearly as successful so quickly. I think I could have maybe got there, a year down the road, but like to see results in like a week or 2 weeks, or in massive life-changing results in a month to 3 months, I couldn't have done without Armand for sure.
And do you feel like there was integrity in that when you joined the program, that like you have this coach that you can DM, that you can write, that's going to jump on the call and make sense of what's going on and give you that one-on-one support you need for real success?
Yeah, I think that helps really solidify the program. Like the S.H.I.E.L.D program was just that connectivity to Armand and having questions pop up, and if I have changes in my supplements, or I have maybe diarrhea that pops up, and it's like, okay, well, Armand really helped work me through those and make subtle changes so we could continue on a healing path. So
how important was it that you had a coach who already had Crohn's colitis and eliminated it themselves? Because Armand had already healed his own.
Yeah, it was absolutely critical, I think, because I just didn't have anybody previous to relate to, whether it was family members or friends or doctors or a previous naturopath. Like no one could relate to what was going on. They just, hey, you're sick, but that's as far as it would go. And having to be able to relate to Armand is just, it was amazing. I would just say I've been in your shoes. I maybe haven't been through it as long as a lot of people that are thinking about joining the program. But for me, it was, I didn't believe it. I trusted that, I see your story, I see Dane's story, I see Armand's story. And it was the ability to relate to everybody that was, so sick and not having anybody to fall back to for guidance. And just moving through that program and believing in it the moment, even before I joined it. I was seeing the testimonies and stuff, and I was like, this is exactly what I need in my life in order to heal. So it's, if someone's sitting at home and going like, hey, like this is, there's no way this is true, this is just something that's fake, or there's no way that you can get a healing response this fast. I hope that you can trust my own personal story, and that it absolutely is true that you can heal. You can see massive results within weeks. Might not work for everybody, depending on what your protocol is and how far along down the road you are, but there is definitely 100% truth to this program, and there's so much awareness that you can learn in the program and the information, and it's just, you guys just give us the tools, and it's totally up to you as an individual to take those tools and research and be your own best doctor, to find your own protocol and healing responses.